This is a public service. So Catherine Henry has her code enforcement hearing on Monday. I think it's the 27th. So that's, depending on when I post this, it's pretty soon. So just gonna see what kind of compliance we get from the city of Ormond Beach.
Hi, sir. How can I help you?
Hi, where would I go for code enforcement?
Code enforcement is going to be at the police department.
Where is the police department?
Police department is located on US 1 and Nova Road.
US 1 in Nova? Okay. Could I have one of Christina's cards, please? Sorry to take you away from your call.
No, you're fine.
And what was your name?
Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you. All right, take care.
You as well.
Thank you.
All right, so code enforcement is a arm of the police station, apparently. So
Thank you. How are you today?
no, I'm doing excellent. How about yourself?
Good.
Was that some public candy that I saw there on your cart?
Oh, it's for a commission meeting, but if you want something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What was your name?
Taylor.
Thank you, Taylor. I'm not sure. What kind of help are you offering?
I'm here to help you.
What's I didn't even notice the sign on the door. What office am I standing in?
This is the main entrance to the city clerk's office.
City clerk's office. Would you handle records obtained from like code enforcement?
We can do a records request. We don't personally handle them, but yes, I can do a records request. Are you interested in filling out one?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Let me open it up for you. I can take your name, but I don't have to take your name.
Phocion, P-H-O-C-I-O-N.
P-H-O-C-I-A-N?
C-I-O-N.
My apologies.
Yeah.
And do you want to leave an email address?
Please, yeah.
What's an email for you?
So, letters of Phocion.
Letters of P-H-O-C-I-O-N?
Yep, at Gmail.
Gmail.com. Do you want to leave a phone number?
No, I don't need to call on
Alrighty. Alright, let me know what specifically are you looking for?
it. So the number of code enforcement violations so far in 2023.
So far in the year 2023, any specifics or just the number?
Just the number.
Okay.
And then how many were investigated in 2023 so far?
How many were investigated? Alright. And are those records okay to be returned to you electronically?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright.
Those are probably reasonable requests, or at least requests that responsive records should be available for, I would assume. But you mentioned that you guys don't handle codes, so.
No, so what happens in this process is I've submitted your request. There is a portal online. You can go to this website.
Well, I have just gotten like a confirmation. Are you guys using just?
You should have an email.
Are you using just FOIA?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then you should have confirmation in your email. This is the number of the request, and that is the security code to get in. So you can go to this website, and there's a place that says track my request. You can enter this information, and you'll be able to see the status on it.
I appreciate that. And you're Nikki?
Yes, sir.
Are you?
I'm just an admin for the city clerk's office.
Okay. All right.
Anything else I can do?
Yeah. So, how big is Ormond Beach? That seems like a lot of requests. That's 171 requests in the last 2 months.
2023. So yes.
Wow. Okay, well, it seems like a lot of requests. So yeah, is for Volusia County, and maybe you don't even know the answer to this question.
I have no idea for Volusia County. So we don't.
No, I mean for Volusia County, how does Ormond Beach stack up as far as like size of the city? Is this considered one of the larger cities in Volusia County?
I honestly don't know. I think the population here is about 45,000, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
So.
Ormond?
No, yeah,
Ormond
yeah.
proper? Okay.
Yeah, don't count me on that. I mean, it's all based on Google, so.
Okay. Right on. Could I have the clerk's card?
Absolutely. Here you are.
I appreciate that. Have a great day.
Of course, you too.
Thank you. And then if I wanted to make a request for the police department, would I have to go through the police department? Like,
I can probably enter it in here too if you would like.
Okay.
Or you can go to that website that I gave you where the portal is and you can enter it in yourself.
Okay. I'll make another request.
Okay, hold on, and let's get into that. It's a little bit different of a portal, so hold on just a second for me.
So does the police department not use just FOIA?
They do as well. They just handle their own requests. So
Okay.
our request going to a public records request, there's going to a police record request.
Okay. So if you're doing their legwork, I'm gonna go over there. I'll make them do. I'm gonna make them do their own job. All right. I'm not gonna make you do it for them. Thank you very much,
Have a
Nikki.
good day, sir.
You as well.
Was there something else I can help?
Yeah. Does the city manager operate out of this office also?
She does.
Does she have a card over there?
Of course she does.
And then I'm not real positive about how Ormond Beach city government works, but is there a mayor of Ormond Beach?
There is.
And then is that an active role, or do they just oversee kind of like the commission meetings and stuff like that?
The commission and the mayors oversee the city manager in our office.
So if
Informal office hours here.
okay, so for all intents and purposes, if I have an issue, I'm gonna be taking that up with the city manager.
You can also email the mayor. That's his contact information as well.
Okay. Bill Parrington. Is Bill a Rotarian?
I have no idea.
Name sounds familiar. Okay, thank you very much for your help.
Of course.
So, would the police department fall under the city manager's purview?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I've only been with the city a couple months, so.
Oh. Well,
I'm asking questions that are
you put on a
appropriate.
great face for the city, so they're lucky to have you up front. Yeah.
Thank you.
Some cities aren't so fortunate. So, thank you very much.
Have a good day, sir.
You as well. Fair question. Are you Ashley?
I am.
Do you need a permit or anything like that if you're going to be putting a non-permanent storage structure on your property here in Ormond? Like, I'm not even sure almost like a train car, a storage container. If you had a storage container on your property, do you know what the rules are for the city of Ormond, and are there permits that are necessary? What hoops need to get jumped through in order to be compliant with the ordinances here in Ormond?
So that would actually go through land development. I can see if someone is back there in the office. Do you have a particular property you're asking for?
No, it's more of a general question.
Okay. 1 second.
Thank you. Miss, do you happen to know how draconian the procedures are for removing trees? Like,
You would have to contact neighborhood improvement for that. That's a number that's on there.
neighborhood improvement? That's another department within the city?
They're located out at the police department.
The police department? Okay, thank you. Alright, so we've got tree removal procedures from the neighborhood improvement division, and this is also an arm of the police department somehow. Alright, so check this out, we got historic trees. You get to pay the city $690 to remove a tree from your property. How draconian is this neighborhood improvement division?
What do you mean?
It's $600 to $700 to remove a tree from your property.
So they come out, they take a look at the tree. It's typically anywhere from $20 to $30, depending on how many there are.
Oh, okay. So this This is just, all right, historic, this is just like special trees?
Yes, and I believe that one includes for lot clearings. If you have like a single family home that's going on vacant property, it would vary on that as well.
So if you were just, you know, if you had a tree that was, you know, maybe encroaching on like a fence line that was established, you would have to call the city before you just cut down the tree in your yard?
Yes, but it would depend, I believe, what type of tree it is. If you would actually need a permit, they have to make sure it's not like a protected species. That all goes through neighborhood improvement, and there are physical locations at the police station.
Wow. All right. What did they say back
So
there?
Sarah and Robin are both taking a look. I think they're gonna print out some information.
Oh, great.
And they said they need to rent that end counter that's right by the door there.
Perfect. Thank you, Ashley.
Oh, she's just getting some printouts.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
here
it.
about the storage container?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What type of storage container are you trying to?
Yeah, I don't even know what they're called. It's like the ones that you see on train cars, you know. What are those called?
A train car?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Potion.
I'm Robin.
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
Do you mind if I come around?
Yeah.
So those are, over 150 square feet. Do you know what the measurement of them are?
It'd be over 150
I
square
like your
feet.
shirt. I like flamingos.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So when it comes to like a storage pod, whether it's temporary or permanent, there's different classifications within each zoning district. So do you have a subject property, or are you just inquiring in general?
Yeah, I'm inquiring in general. I don't like to give out a whole lot of information to government agents that are interested in my information. So
Sometimes it helps us narrow down like different zoning districts, which have different setbacks.
are the
depending
zoning
on-
districts easily identifiable within Ormond Beach? I mean, is there a map somewhere that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have-
actually.
Accessible on your site, I'm assuming.
Yep. Yeah, Robin's going to pull it up on the computer for you, but on our planning page we have a number of different zoning maps, and it's broken down into different quadrants that you can select the quadrant where the subject property is located, and then it will zoom in closer to show you the specific zoning district of that particular address. So we printed out a copy of the R3 zoning district. It's probably one of the most common residential zoning districts for a lot of the surrounding neighborhoods. So when it comes to like temporary storage, when it comes to the ones that are like on a train, those are different, right? This is more of an on-site storage structure, whereas if an individual is moving or a business is moving, the personal storage unit can be placed on the property for a period of 30 days, not to exceed that. And typically there's a temporary storage permit that our permit technicians up front can help you with that application. But if we're talking about something long-term, depending on the size of it, would denote if you're going to have just a shed. If it's over a certain amount of square footage, then that goes into a different definition called a detached garage. And those have different design styles and setbacks, and that's why having that address with the zoning district will be helpful in giving you that best information.
But anything over 30 days is considered long-term.
For the use of a temporary on-site structure to assist and aid with moving, yes, sir.
And then I'm not even sure if this is a question that is appropriate for you guys or code enforcement, but you know, if you're going over, you know, if you end up over this 30-day thing, is there equal enforcement? Let's say there's 100 people and they're all doing them, you know, a day after each other. Are you going after these people in the order that these things are occurring, or is there selective enforcement going on?
So correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, generally speaking, when it comes to issues that go before our neighborhood improvement division, like code compliance, it's really brought on an as needed basis. Like somebody has to, by Florida statute, provide a name and an address in order for neighborhood improvement to respond to that
So that just
potential
passed,
violation.
Right? That law just passed?
I'd say probably about a year and a half.
Or two, yeah.
Mhm.
Like
It's been a little while.
Okay.
And so that information is what neighborhood improvement can use as a tool to act on a potential violation, and then they can have somebody come out and investigate to determine if they are in violation either of the city's land development code or the code of ordinances.
And both those things are available on the city's site also?
Yeah, we can go over and look at that website real quick to help you navigate
I've
through
got
that.
the zoning maps clicked up.
You guys getting ready to go back up?
I do have an appointment. Are you good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have my watch.
It was nice. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you
Yeah,
too.
thank you.
Okay. We have a really good website.
Yeah. So feel free to sit down if you'd like.
That's all
Is that my
right.
pencil? Sorry. This is my lucky pencil.
Do you mind if I sit?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay. So the zoning district maps, this is, you just go to ormondbeach.org, and we're on the planning department page. So this gives you an overview. We just scroll down to the bottom where it's zoning districts and maps. You have the bigger like zoning of the entire city. So this is all broken up into different quadrants. Where A4 is, that's kind of Ormond by the Sea area. So everything north of that is projecting you into the county, which is unincorporated. So that's another jurisdiction. So say for instance, this is 40 right here, right? So we're in quadrant B2 right now.
Do you know where?
And you can zoom in.
Here at City Hall checking on the permit.
And we're at Little Ridgewood, Lincoln, Newport, and so this is Granada, and we have the Halifax River. So this right here is City Hall, where we're at right now, and you can see this is the B4 zoning district. The darker brown is R6, the lighter brown is R3, then you have T1 and T2, so it's all broken down like that. So if you know, say for instance, it's 131 Highland Avenue, then you can go back and know that that's in the R3 zoning district. And then all of these maps will take you to what the zoning district information is as far as setbacks, the permitted uses, the amount of impervious surface and building coverage, the size requirements of the lots, and the homes themselves. And then further on top of that, you have the maps of the R3. So the maps will pop up and show you a full spectrum of the city as well. And all of these colors in the like reddish pink color, those are all the properties that have that R3 zoning district. And so for each zoning district, you each have your own different designation as far as setbacks, requirements, and the like, and the appropriate map that goes with them. And then to answer your questions on our land development code, so you can get to it a number of ways on our website. I honestly like to just go to the main page, and then if you go to government, you have Code of Ordinances and the Land Development Code. The Land Development Code is what outlines the different zoning districts and regulations that we just went over. The Code of Ordinances is kind of above and beyond the Land Development Code, but both of them are what our neighborhood improvement or code enforcement will take into consideration when they have to respond to certain complaints.
No, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
So when you select this, it will take you to their link, and it's a third-party website, so you just click proceed to site, and then you can navigate through all of the different chapters. We have 4 chapters in the Land Development Code. The Code of Ordinances is a little bit larger, but you can just have your home page. This goes to our ordinances, the different codes, which are Code of Ordinances, and the LDC.
So when the city's confronted with a conflict between all of this stuff in the Constitution, where do they kind of fall on that? Are they following this land development code, or are they upholding the oath that they swore to the Constitution?
Like the United States Constitution?
Yeah.
So that would be something that I can certainly provide some direction. So we as a city have to abide by our land development code, but if there's an agency that supersedes that, we of course would have to abide by state legislature, federal, and the like.
So as a city employee, do you know, did you guys all, I don't even know if there's an oath to the city, but I'm assuming that you swore an oath to the state constitution, but, you know, do you swear one to the U.S. Constitution as well?
That is something I wouldn't really care to disclose right now. But when it comes
It's a
to
matter of public record.
when it comes to information of what the city has to abide by, that's where we would really reach out to our legal staff for that level of interpretation, in which case I can provide you their contact information as well.
Yeah. Could I have your card also?
Of course, yep. And so also in the government, you can find out information to different staff directory as well. And then I believe so that's the city manager's page.
I actually got his card upstairs.
Okay, yeah, and that
And
information.
it sounds like that's outside of maybe the city attorney. You know, any issues, he's the one that you would approach, not necessarily the mayor. The mayor just is overseeing your commission meetings and stuff like that, right?
Yes, sir. So the city manager is Joyce Shanahan, and she's based out of upstairs. That's where her office and the city clerk is. So any questions that you have specifically to them, you can go through as well. And then the city manager also works closely with the mayor as well as our city commissioners. And all of that information is also found on our city commission page. It shows you the different commission zones and who your commissioner is for each particular zone, as well as gives you introductions to the particular city commissioners, mayor, and the city manager, as well as all of the agendas, minutes, and meeting recordings from the city commission, and all of the appropriate boards also have that on their specific department pages as well.
Okay.
So,
do you know what day you guys meet?
With what?
Your city commission.
So the city commission, if you go here about our meetings, it gives you all of that information. It's the first and third Tuesday of each month. Unless that schedule is changed, you can click this link, and it starts at 7 p.m. right here in the City Commission chambers to our left. This meeting schedule has it posted from December 2022 going all the way to November of 2024. So unless there's any specific date change, this is what that schedule will look like. I'm happy to provide this for you if you like.
No, I can look. Was there one tonight?
There is a city commission meeting tonight.
Do you know how long you get for public comment?
I believe they have a 3-minute time period, as long as it's a public forum. I can certainly contact Taylor Lockhart. She's one of the...
I ran into Taylor upstairs, actually.
Yeah, she can...
She gave me the Skittles.
Yeah, she can give you all of the information as far as how that public hearing process works and the amount of time that an individual has for each particular agenda item.
Okay.
So I'll grab you a copy of my card. Is there anything else you wanted to review on our website?
No, I can dig into that and
Okay.
the code of ordinances. Did you print that stuff off for me though? Maybe I'll
this
take
is yours
that
to
stuff.
keep if you want. It was just a couple of different code references. This again was just one of the zoning districts. And then this is information regarding, depending on the type of accessory structure for sheds. One is for a detached garage or attached, just garage standards in general. This one was somebody else. And then information about outdoor storage. So these are all sections of chapter 2, section 2-50 are accessory structures. And so these are different section codes within them about those different accessory structures.
And maybe I'll just ask this question because maybe you can answer it rather than me sifting through information, but how long does a structure have to be off of the property after the 30 days in order for a new 30 days to kind of begin? You know, if you have one of those movable structures,
Yeah.
how long does it have to be off to kind of reset your time on that?
I would be happy to do a little bit more research on that. I can't honestly answer that without going to do so, but if you have a good phone number or an email.
I have an email. Yeah. It's letters of Phocion, Letters of, and then Phocion, Phocion.
CION? Okay.
At Gmail.
At Gmail. And then
sure we put a sewer inspection, sewer tap, because that's adjacent.
Yeah, I can do a little bit more research, and then it's lettersofphocian@gmail.com.
Yep, my name's Ocean.
All right, very cool. Let me grab you my card.
Thank you.
Yeah, sewer tap would be, tap out would be sewer. So, yeah, go ahead and just make sure it's sewer and build off the front. Building mistake.
And this one is also Robin's as well. So both of our phone numbers as well as our emails are down towards that bottom for you.
Okay. Are you responsive to emails?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you mentioned over there that you didn't really want to discuss it. So can I add another thing onto the I'm not sure that's a records request, but I guess I'd like to make a records request in addition to that information.
What's that?
Could I have a copy of your signed oath of office?
I can certainly research that a little bit and follow up with you too, okay?
Yeah, no, I mean, HR will probably have to get it to me, but you can get the request to them.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your time today and all the information.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You as well.
Thanks.
Can I just get a look of the console?
Hello.
Can I just get a little look of the chambers?
If it's quick, yeah.
Yeah, it's quick. I don't want to come back for the meeting tonight, so.
Okay.
Alright. Inside Ormond Beach Council Chambers. We got the city attorney, Randall Hayes. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
We're out here today to ensure our constitutional rights are respected by those that swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. This is a public service.